Hello, Collective. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you may come across this reading. I am Sherelle, your Tarot healer, here to give you a message from the Most High God, Spirit, and Natural Team. So we are going to do a clarity question on what path should the collective take at this time. What path should the collective take at this time? So we have choice. It's your choice. That's a choice that you've been struggling with, or whether what path you should take. It says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you are going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. This time is now. Wow. And the question is, what path should the collective take at this time? And this is what Spirit is telling you. That you have to listen to your intuition. And eliminates everyone else's input so that you can feel your way into your own choice and what's best for you down whatever path you need to take. And this is something that you should be doing now. Okay? Spirit is telling you to reflect, to think about this, to go into your hermit mode, your Virgo energy. Okay? So then you can go into your, I would say, Libra energy as far as choice is concerned. But I don't think so. But more so reflection, going into your hermit mode, your Virgo energy. Says you're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition. Wow, if this don't go perfect with this, Spirit. Okay? So they're saying this is your choice that you have to reflect on. It's something that you have to think about. So eliminate anything or anyone that is going to interfere in you making this decision for yourself. You have to use your intuition. It says intuition twice. So this is double confirmation as far as the choices is concerned and as far as your intuition is concerned. Okay? Okay? So with this, you have to strategize and plan. So you have to think about your strategy. You have to strategize a plan and action to know what choice you're going to make. And that's confirmation that I just received. Okay? Because you're going to make a choice of your higher self, your highest elevation, your higher, you're getting out of a low vibration to a more higher state. It says your actions you have taken, let's see again, the actions you have taken to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now it's time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. See, so whatever choice you're going to make, being that you have to take action in making this choice, you have to think and take action in this choice. Because this is like this is a spiritual journey for you now. Because you having to go into this reflection mode is your spiritual journey, because you have to think about your choices of what path you're going to take. Okay? And this is like, what, twice? Double confirmation again. It says your time is now. And it's also saying now is the time to plan. Okay? So you have to plan about the choices that you have for yourself. Think about the choices that you have for yourself. For what is the path that the collective should take at this time. So we have the scattered energy. So the scattered energy can possibly go well with the choices as far as eliminating everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. So this is the scattered energy that you could possibly have been in that you needed to eliminate so that you could be able to have this reflection that you needed to go through, so you could be able to plan, strategize and plan this new path, this spiritual evolution, this spiritual journey, that's going to bring you to your highest outcome. You need to get rid of the negative energy so that you could be able to do this, so that you can be able to soar into this, so you can soar. Because once you make your choice that is right for you in the most positive way, something that's going to help you grow, something that's going to help you grow spiritually, something that's going to mirror your soul's growth. So that's double confirmation again as far as the growth is concerned. Right? It says you're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Okay? So I could also say that reassessing goes along with the reflection here. So you have to reassess your choices, right? You have to reflect on your choices. You have to reflect and reassess your choices, right? Because it says you are being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It is time for some life cleanup. Okay? And that can go along as well with the scattered energy. Okay? Letting go of anything and anyone, as well as the choices, eliminating everyone else's input, right? The scattered energy. Because you're prioritizing your well-being and creating a new plan, which is the strategy and planning, so that you're able to soar. Right? So what else, Spirit, that the collective should know when it comes down to what path they should take at this time? So, confirmation, it says boundless possibilities. When doing this and finding the choices that you need to make for yourself, it's going to bring you your boundless possibilities where you're going to be able to soar. Okay? Because you are letting go of your past experiences. It says you're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. See, that is going to allow you to soar. Or you will be soaring in your boundless possibilities because you have reflect, reassess. You have let go of the scattered energy because you are planning and strategizing what you're going to do in this choice of yours as far as this new phase of your life that's going to bring you this boundless possibilities. See it through. So that also goes along with the reflection, the reassessing, so that you could be able to see things for how Spirit needs you to see things, so that you could be able to get to this balance of possibilities. May also need you to see these choices through, right? See your plan through. Whatever choice that you may have made, you may need to see it through to see if it's going to bring you some sort of boundless possibilities that you'll be able to soar in, right? And I hear a horn, a truck's horn, so that could be a confirmation for someone, right? 6:16 on the clock, so that may be in reference to someone, so you may need to look that up so you can see in what way it has meanings for you in your life, right? Actually, let's take a pause and look into that right now. Right. Okay, so it says being grounded, focusing on personal growth and embracing opportunities for transformation in relationships and career. To see, this definitely confirmation again. This very well fits for someone for this reading because you are focusing on personal development, because you're making these decisions to choose a different path for yourself, whether it's a career and or life choice. It says career and life choices. It encourages you to consider career choices that not only manage your current workload, but also allow for future growth, learning, and expansion. See? And as far as the focus on personal development, seeing 116 is assigned to stay grounded and focused on your own personal growth and capabilities, your balance of possibilities, right? And if it's dealing with any type of relationship aspect, it's in the context of a twin flame or a deeper relationship. 16 suggests embracing the harmonious energies of the connection to navigate its challenges and transformative aspects. So that can also be the choices that you may need to make within this aspect of one's life. So it can resonate with someone in different forms, maybe personal, maybe financial, and yeah, personal, financial. Okay. Yes. Okay, so let's see what else Spirit may need us to know or need for someone to know. And what path should they take? Oh, let's see what fell out. Huh. Grounding is what fell out, y'all. And we just got the 616 as confirmation on the clock, right? That I read out that ties in with the grounding. Grounding your energy or grounding the scattered energy, right? Grounding so that you could be able to strategize and plan. Grounding so that you can be able to make these choices in whatever aspect of life that it is connecting to you, whether it be relationship, financial, and or personal, right? Okay. Okay, for someone, this might be a difficult road. Someone might even choose a difficult road not knowing. I'm not sure how they might resonate with this. And or someone may be in a difficult road and they need to make some choices to strategize and plan so they could be able to get from this difficult road when it probably comes down to the scattered energy and people, places, and things, right? That you need to reassess and reflect on to see things through so that you could be able to get to your boundless of possibilities, right? So if that resonates with you in some way, shape, or form, I guess that was confirmation from the flushing of the toilet, right? Hi. This is not vitamins. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. So acceptance, you must accept this path because again, the question is, what is the path that the collective should take? at this time. So if this is connecting with you in any way, shape, or form, you have to accept this spiritual journey, I would say, because this is basically a spiritual journey for someone. Okay? To make the choices that they need that's going to be right for them, for their higher self. Something that's going to bring them balance of possibilities. Something that's going to allow them to soar. Something that's going to allow them to be in a grounding energy, right? That's what I would say with this. And if that's the case, let's say, for instance, that, because it says you may be disappointed with a recent outcome. Remember, if one door closes, you are being redirected to one that will soon open to your true soul path. So if you were on a difficult road, that may have been a choice that you've made before, and realizing that it's a difficult road, that now you are able to strategize and plan to make a choice to enter this new path of yours, because Spirit has closed this difficult door for you. Spirit has closed this door. So now you are being redirected to something that's more of your higher self. Something that's going to bring you balance of possibilities. Something that's going to bring you a sense of higher self, of authenticity, if you want to say, because you have gone through all of this here, this scattered energy, grounding yourself and reassessing and reflecting, seeing things through. You have saw this difficult road through, and you noticed that it wasn't good for you, that it wasn't of your highest good, that it wasn't serving you any good purpose or something like that. And you accepted that. So now you have also accepted that fact that you need to choose something different for yourself, and that you have to read that you were being redirected to this new path that Spirit has you on, because after you reflected and reassessed the situation of this difficult road, you saw it through. Now you know that you need to go ground yourself so that you can start again to strategize and plan for this new path here, is what I can get with this. Okay? You accepting this invitation, if you want to say, because it's like a spiritual invitation. It's like a, what is the word I'm looking for? A spiritual initiation, if you want to say. Yeah. Okay. And that on the bottom of the deck, we have stand your ground. So this is something that you will have to fight for, this new path, this new endeavor. You have to fight for your balance of possibilities, something that you could be able to soar in. You have to fight for this. It says there's something you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. So if this is something that you feel that you want to release people that's not of your highest good, and or this difficult road that you may have been facing or may have been in, and you ready to release that and fight for something that you feel is meant for you, for your highest good, something that's going to make you happy, then this is you. Confirmation. Standing your ground on that. Okay? Confirmation again. Okay? Also, at the bottom of the deck, we have discovery. You discovered that you have other choices and opportunities, other people to be around of higher vibration, if that's the case. You know? New ideas. This choice of yours is going to lead you to your boundless of possibilities, your opportunities. Even though you got work to do when it comes down to healing and reflecting and reassessing and grounding yourself and things of such. You're still working on yourself, because it says while there is still work to do to reach your goal, because you're still strategizing and planning and seeing things through, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. So your passions and your strengths will be, or at least your strength will be, standing your ground and doing this, so that you could be able to see it through to whatever it is that you are being directed to do or redirected to do. Right? As far as you accepting this journey, you accepting the journey because you were redirected to discover new ideas, people, and opportunities as far as your choice is concerned. So you have choices here, right? And it does take you to have a courageous heart to follow this path, to follow this initiation, this spiritual journey that Spirit has you on, that Spirit wants you to accept, so that you could be able to discover these things that is set out for you. Right? And we have here self-doubt. It says you are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. And we have see it through right here. Okay. Let me organize this here. Okay. So with see it through, this is what Spirit needs you to do, for those this may resonate with. The self-doubt is something that you need to reflect on, something that you need to get rid of, you know? That may be the difficult part for you, the difficult road, because this is something that you probably were stuck in, as far as the scattered energy also could be concerned, as far as the self-doubt energy. But Spirit is telling you to see it through, so that's your confirmation, double confirmation here. We done got a few double confirmations here. So solitude also pairs with the reassess, grounding, and reflecting. Right? It says spending time alone is often what we need to hear the soul's whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation. Now, this also can be in connections with the scattered energy, because remember with the choices, it was saying to eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choices that is right for you. So you need to go into solitude and ground yourself so that you could be able to feel your way into the choices that is right for you. Grounding yourself and bringing balance to your life, because you may have felt unbalanced. You might have felt like things weren't in your alignment of happiness, if you want to say. So doing this will bring you the balance that you need, because within this, it will also bring you your balance of possibilities, so that you're able to soar, bringing you into your balance, into the energy that you need to be in. And we have listened, because you listened to your inner self to be able to go into this grounding and reflection and reassessing and solitude energy, to hear the whispers of your soul, right? To hear the whispers of your soul. So that you can move forward in this journey that Spirit has initiated you into, that you have accepted, right? Authenticity, caring connection, warrior spirit, releasing attachments, releasing those scattered energy again, stepping into this warrior spirit so that you could be able to see things, see this whole journey through with these new connections that you would discover along the way. As far as these people is concerned, it may be people that you may come across along this journey. Right? Right? Let's see. Jumping in on this journey, or being courageous enough to jump in to see where this journey will lead you to see if it's going to actually bring you this new balance, this bring you this balance, this boundless of possibilities, this whole happiness is what I would say, fulfillment, higher energy. Hi, sorry guys. 2 minutes, okay? Okay, 2 minutes. So with seeing this journey through, it's going to bring you again your balance of possibilities, your miracles, and your abundance. Okay? This is what it's going to lead you to. Okay? It's going to lead you to this. So if this message has resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, I do ask that you please comment down below so that I know. And please use your discernment when it comes down to this reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else to pick up. This is what should the collective do on this new path. What choice should they make on this path? And this is what Spirit is telling you. Again, if this resonated with you, comment down below so that I know. And I will see you all in the next message in a reading. Ashe.